Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the science class. Today, we continue our discussion on chapter 1, that is crop production and management. In the previous classes, we learned about what is agriculture practices, the different types of crops, kharif crops and rabi crops, basic agriculture practices of crop production. In that, we studied the preparation of soil, the main implements used for loosening the soil, plough, hoe, and cultivator, sowing, the main implements used for sowing, traditional tool, and seed drill. In today's class, we learn about the third basic practice of crop production, that is adding manure and fertilizers. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. Soil supplies mineral nutrients to the crop. These nutrients are essential for the growth of plants. In certain areas, farmers grow crop after crop in the same field, and continuous growing of crops makes the soil poorer in certain nutrients. As a result, the crop yield gets reduced. The continuous growing of crops makes the soil poorer in certain nutrients. As a result, the crop yield gets reduced because the farmers in certain areas grow crop after crop in the same field. Therefore, farmers have to add manure to the fields in order to replenish the soil with nutrients. This process is called manuring. Improper or insufficient manuring results in weak plants. Let us see what are manures. Manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. Farmers dump plant and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. The decomposition is caused by some microorganisms. The decomposed matter is used as organic manure. See, manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. Here in this diagram, you can see the cow dung is a manure, and again, vermicompost is a manure. You can see the growth of earthworm. What are fertilizers? Fertilizers are chemical substances which are rich in particular nutrient. Fertilizers are produced in factories. It is not produced in fields. The use of fertilizers has helped farmers to get better yield of crops such as wheat, paddy, and maize. Fertilizers are chemical substances which are rich in particular nutrient, and they are produced in factories. The examples of fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. You can see the examples of fertilizers here in this diagram. The excessive use of fertilizers has made the soil less fertile. Fertilizers have also become a source of water pollution. Therefore, in order to maintain the fertility of the soil, we have to substitute fertilizers by organic manure or leave the field uncultivated. The excessive use of fertilizers has made the soil less fertile. They have also become source of water pollution. So we have to substitute fertilizers by organic manure, or we have to leave the field uncultivated in between two crops. So the practice of leaving the field for one or more seasons is called fallowing without cultivating. What are the advantages of using manure? The organic manure is considered better than fertilizers. This is because that manure enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. It makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases becomes easy. It increases the number of friendly microbes. Again, it improves the texture of the soil. It replenishes the soil with all the nutrients. The organic manure is considered better than fertilizers because it enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. It makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases becomes easy. It increases the number of friendly microbes, especially the earthworms. It improves the texture of the soil. It replenishes the soil with all the necessary nutrients. Now let us see the difference between fertilizer and manure. A fertilizer is an inorganic salt. Manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung, human waste, and plant residue. A fertilizer prepared in factories, manure can be prepared in the fields. A fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil. Manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. A fertilizer is an inorganic salt, whereas manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung, human waste, and plant residue. A fertilizer is prepared in factory, manure can be prepared in the fields. A fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil, but manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. These are the difference between fertilizers and manures. Now, another method of replenishing the soil with necessary nutrients is through crop rotation. Crop rotation is a method of replenishing the soil with necessary nutrients. So, this can be done by growing different crops alternately. Here you can see in this diagram, this is an example of crop rotation. See, the first year you can have a rice plant, then the next season you can have a cotton plant, and the third season you can have cowpea. Then afterwards, again you can go for the rice plant. So this is an example of crop rotation. Earlier, farmers in northern India used to grow legumes as fodder in one season and wheat in next season. This helped in the replenishment of the soil with nitrogen. And farmers are being encouraged to adopt this practice. The rhizome bacteria are present in the nodules of the root of leguminous plants. They fix atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into usable forms. That is why farmers in northern India used to grow legumes as fodder in one season, and this helps in replenishment of the soil with nitrogen. Here you can see this is the diagram shows the root nodules of a leguminous plant. In these root nodules, rhizome bacteria are present. These bacteria are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen. Thereby, it can replenish the soil with nitrogen. Dear students, in today's class, we studied what is manuring, what is manure, what is fertilizer, what are the advantages of using manures, why fertilizers are not good for the soil, name some of the examples of fertilizers, differentiate between manures and fertilizers, what is the advantage of crop rotation, what is the significance of growing legume plants in crop rotation. Hope you all have understood it. In the next class, you will learn about the fourth step in basic agricultural practice of crop production, that is irrigation. Till then, bye, take care, thank you.